These are three things to consider before you start a YouTube channel, as shown through commentary on Ali Abdaal's interview with Sahil Bloom. Your first thing would be to not think of your YouTube channel as your main source of income in the long run.
Never want to be in that position where I feel like I'm shackled to a job for the sake of the money. And so right now I feel great because it's like the thing that I'm doing for fun is also the thing that makes money. But the thing that keeps me up at night is, what if this all crumbles down? What if the YouTube channel starts to decline? Because every YouTuber has a growth phase and then a plateau and then a slow decline over time. You become a has-been. No one cares about your content anymore.
Before watching this clip, I actually didn't really think about the fact that your YouTube channel could rise to stardom and then just suddenly decline to the point where no one is watching. And now imagine if all of your money to pay rent, to support yourself and your friends or family came through that YouTube channel. And then you had very little to go on. That's tragic, right? Which is why I think that the smart YouTubers out there are actually also very successful businessmen. They take this following that they've built up, then they funnel it to a product or service that they offer on their website or some other area. And that is what I think YouTube is all about. It's a place to build a huge following and then transform it into customers or loyalty or a fan base. It's a way to attract attention so that you can further a different goal. The second thing you should consider before starting a YouTube channel is that it is a game, and the smartest players play the game intentionally.
Really burn out in the sense of like, oh my God, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of work to continue to create videos over a long period of time, to continue to feel like you need to be on, to be like, in a sense, performative. Like it is, you're performing, you're like acting in a certain way. And
now, from this clip, you see that Sahil mentions like burning out and having to put on this performative role for the YouTube channel. And in my opinion, I don't really understand why people get burnt out. I think that it's very much so avoidable because it comes from a place where you just spend too much time reflecting and feeling every time you don't feel so well. That's, in my opinion, where it comes from. People have too much time that they spend just reflecting and trying to manage their emotions and trying to take care of themselves. I'm not the biggest fan of the self-care movement, honestly, because I think it leads people to just doing nothing. It's an excuse to not go outside of your comfort zone and to instead feel good about yourself by doing nothing. And in the long run, it just leads you to feeling even worse because you do nothing for a large portion of your day. And now, here's the thing. Content creation, attention gathering, forming an audience, building a business, it's all one large game in a system. And that is a good thing. Sahil mentions that you sort of put on this role when the cameras turn on. And that's true. And that is the beautiful thing, because the successful YouTubers out there, they understand that. To film a video and to edit it down, it takes hours. It could take days. And so what you see is a carefully curated product. The image you see of a YouTuber is something that they've probably spent hours thinking about and making sure that it reflects who they want to show to people on video. Because let me tell you, every word you speak and every action you take builds up your reputation. So these YouTubers probably care about the way they come off across on camera, because it's going to build up the reputation that helps them build a network with other successful YouTubers, which can then in turn lead to more profit in their business. Because your reputation is a very, very, very big sign of how you will do in the future. Your reputation is how people will know whether or not they trust you, they take bets on you, they buy on you, or if they hate you. It's a very big part of the game. And everyone plays the game. It just matters, are you playing it unintentionally or are you playing it intentionally? Because something I heard recently was that the person who posts on Instagram just a cute little picture with their grandma having a picnic in the park, saying that they don't really care about the person who posts a Bugatti or a Lamborghini with a suit on. I don't think that's true. I think they're both playing the game. This person just maybe doesn't do it as intentionally as this person. This person might want to appear like they have money and a high status because it will attract other people with money and high status. It's a way to signal to other businessmen that, hey, I got this. Let's chat. Let's make deals. This, honestly, to me, it just shows, like, sure, you're spending a good time with your grandma, and there are times when, like, that's all that I post sometimes. but it also shows unintentional action, and then it can lead people away from you. But if you're not a business person and that's not what you really care about, go ahead and do that. It's fine. But if you are a business person, you are trying to build an audience and curate something big, live intentionally.
Should I just make fewer videos so that I only film videos when I feel like it? Or is it actually a good thing for me that I am pushing myself to do this thing that feels uncomfortable initially, but I'm always glad for it in the long run?
All right, so in this clip, we saw Ali talk about having a hard time to start the video making process, but then later realizing that, like, oh, hey, I actually feel really good about that, and it was probably good for me in the long run. Now, I hear a lot of people say this so often, and every now and again, I feel that way too. But it's also like, guys, life is so simple. If you want to do something, do it. Don't spend time muddling around and almost like, just being in your emotions all the time. It's not good for you. Trust me. I know it's like in the name of self-care to like, it's okay to take breaks. I am not a fan of it. I promise you, you probably don't need as many breaks, relaxations, or emotional management times as you have. Because I often hear people say it and then I ask them, oh, what's your calendar look like? And it's like, I'm only going to 3 classes today and have 1 homework assignment. And I'm like, you could do at least 5 times more and still not get burnt out. When it comes to content creation, it's going to take time. You're going to have to master it. But the more practice you put in, the more videos you edit, the more reps you put in, you're going to get better at it. And it's just going to get easier and easier. And as long as you just keep going, it's going to be hard. I know. Your body's going to tell you, I should sleep in. Don't do it. Put in the work. It's going to get easier. And it's necessary. Bonus tip, pursue other interests. I love this clip that's coming up. I think it's really funny. And I hope you like it too.
I kind of burned myself out a bit post quitting the job when I was like, I'm going to take singing lessons 3 times a week and guitar lessons 3 times a week and art lessons 3 times a week because I really want to get better at guitar and singing and art.
Yeah.
And then after about a week, I was like, oh my God, like I'm not looking forward to this anymore, et cetera, et cetera.
Now, I found that section hilarious because I sometimes also have so many interests that I want to pursue, like playing the piano, learning how to animate, video edit, YouTube. I have to find a job right now. And it seems like for Ali, this thing got overwhelming after a while. But I would honestly say, if that's you, if you have so many interests that you want to do them, like pursue them all. Yes, I can guarantee you that for like maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month or 3 months, you're going to feel overwhelmed. But I promise you, all the good things in life come after that feeling of overwhelming and feeling like you can't do it. Because after that, you're going to be so much more capable of doing hard things that it's going to give you so much freedom. It's going to give you so much emotional freedom because you're going to know that, hey, I did this badass thing that I thought I couldn't do. And now look at me. I can do it like it's nothing. At first, you're going to feel like those 5 classes are going to be really hard and you should probably drop 2 of them. But if you keep on going with that, you're going to be like, wait, I've formed my system. I've managed my time. I can do this now effectively. And I could probably add 3 more classes. It's possible, guys. I really, really recommend you like push through any hardship you have. The path to freedom and happiness, in my opinion, is just disregarding your emotions. Guys, don't try and make YouTube your main source of income. Play the game strategically and attain your freedom by disregarding your emotions.